The stall. All right, so I'm introducing it today, so you will have 2 weeks from Monday to get it done, okay? I'm just gonna go ahead and do it today so you guys know how to clean your stall. All right, so you need your equipment, and your equipment for this one is your apple fork, your apple picker, and your muck bucket, okay? These two things. You should have this stall clean within 8 minutes, and yes, I do time you guys. Okay, so make sure shut your stall behind you because you guys don't want these horses sneaking out, okay? If you don't get them shut, if there's just a little bit, they'll push out and you'll have a loose horse, okay? All right, so the very first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna pick a corner and you're gonna move the horse. Maybe. To the opposite side of what you want. See how you can just move them? All right, so, and I'm gonna keep my muck bucket close to me because I don't want him stepping on it or pulling it and dumping all the manure out, because they will do that. They'll grab one handle, they'll pick it up, and they'll dump out your manure, or stepping on it and hurting themselves. All right, so you're going to pick a corner, and you're going to pick out the manure and all the wet spots. Okay, the wet spots are from the urine. Okay, so we're going to put out some wet spots under here. What would the wet spots under here be from?
Water.
From their water buckets. Okay? If you don't get out all the wet shavings, that makes the other shavings wet. Okay, and then you guys are going through more shavings. We just got a new load of shavings in. That was $250. Anybody want to take a guess on how much that costs in school?
A lot.
How much is a lot?
$1 grand.
$1 grand. It's $975 to get a load of shavings in. And we want to make sure that we use all of our shavings the best that we can. All right, so I'm going to pick a corner, and I'm going to go all the way to the bottom where the mats are, and I'm going to turn it over. Okay, why am I turning the shavings over?
So it's fresh.
To see if there's anything in there, right? But also, you're right, Abby, what does it do?
Make it fresh.
Okay, it kind of pulls some of the other ones up to the top. And the good thing that Kylie's already pointed out is this stall very dirty? Nope, not yet. Okay, and you want to let all of the good shavings fall, and you just want to get the bad shavings, or just the manure, okay? Okay, and a lot of the times what can happen is that if you don't turn the shavings over, you won't find the wet spots because they'll kick dry shavings over. Okay, always keeping an eye on the horse. You're just going to keep them on the opposite side of you. Okay, and you'll know they're wet shavings if they are dark. Okay, and then the other thing that you're going to do as you go is level it out. Why do we want level stalls?
They don't trip. So they like trip or nothing?
Yeah, we don't want them to trip. We don't want them whenever they lay down. Okay, if they lay down and you start seeing on their hocks. Okay, these are their hocks. See this little teeny tiny spot right there? That's for being in a stall that doesn't have enough shavings, okay? They get little spots on their hocks. We don't want those. There's little rubber. What do you say, Clayton? Little raw spots?
Little raw spot.
Yep. That's what happens whenever they'll knock the hide off of them. Now this hay under here, as long as it's not wet and there's just a little bit, that's okay to leave under there. If they start getting a whole lot, then you can kind of pick up some of it. But if it's just a little bit, it's not the end of the world. There we go, there's a wet spot right there. Can everybody see what that looks like?
Yes.
You guys see that, Caitlin? You can open up this little door right here if you need to, Caitlin, so you can kind of see a little bit better. Alright, so now I'm going to go to this side. Okay, I'm letting my good shavings fall through. Remember, you want to say shavings as possible. Trying to help the school out as much as we can. And who else? If it gets really expensive for shavings, what do we have to do to the horse fees? We'll have to raise the prices, right? Okay? The more expensive it is, the less owners are going to want to bring their horse, right? Everybody see that? Wet shavings. You all see that? So, this should be the only stall that I have to clean all year, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Clayton. Glad you got my joke. You see how you can let those good shavings fall through? Okay, what questions do you guys have? Remember, you're going to level it out as you go too. Okay? We're going to have a level stall.
You got to do this in 8 minutes?
Yep. Hey, now, when do you need to have this test done by? Okay, what's tomorrow?
2 weeks?
Friday.
2 weeks. Tomorrow's Friday, but what's the date? So I think it's the 12th. The 12th of September, you guys will need to have this test done by. Now, if everybody waits until the 12th, are they all going to get done?
No.
No, because how many teachers do you have?
3.
And Mr. Sherman will have his second years that they have to do tests on too. So his first response will be to the second years. Okay, if he has time, he may be able to do yours. For the most part, Ms. Pruitt and I that will handle y'all's test. Ms. Pruitt is first come, first served, so she's got a second year that comes first, and she'll probably do them first. Okay, where does your muck bucket need to stay? Mary, it needs to stay close to you. Okay, and you can pull those shavings out from the sides back into the middle. And that'll help keep your stall level, and it'll help keep shavings, wet shavings especially, off these stalls. Now, you guys probably, I know I'm sweating bad. You guys will probably, if you go to work for a farm, if you were working for a farm, you would have this whole entire barn by yourself. Do you guys have this whole entire barn by yourself? No. So, you guys should be able to take the time and get these stalls clean, okay? And that's one of the things I will grade on, is if you guys are getting your stalls clean or not. Okay, so tell me the most important things. Okay.
Buckets close.
Keep your bucket close.
Keep an eye on the side.
Keep an eye on your horse. Push your horse to the opposite side.
Turn your shavings over.
Turn your shavings over, because what are we looking for, Clayton?
Wet spots.
Wet spots, hidden manure. Okay?
Ducks are done.
And we're going to keep our stalls level, right? So, how's the stall work? Look pretty good?
Looks brand new.
All right. Thank you.